me has always been about how people act when they eat the food. The smiles, the laugh, all the jokes that go around the table. Everyone's always asked me, what do I do to make great food? So I wanted to bring you into my kitchen and show you the things that I do to make my food. So come on in.
I'm cooking with my brothers. I'm cooking with my brothers. Okay, either it's on the stove or the microwave. Just let me know the number so I can make a play. I'm always on time, I'm never running late. I'm gonna be number one, don't care about what you say. Now everybody eat, but fix yourself a plate. If you play with my bread, then you get fish fillet.
Today we're going to be making a simple dish. I had the privilege of traveling to Jamaica last year and tasting a lot of seasoning and food from over there, so I want to bring it over and inspire to make a burger. So we're going to make a half beef, half lamb jerk burger. We're going to just start with a base with just a pound of grass-fed beef. Go ahead and put that into your bowl. Another pound of lamb, fresh from any market. You can get anywhere. So to make the jerk seasoning, it's about 12 different spices that goes into it. You can take the easy route, just buy the jerk seasoning pre-made, get the same effect. But today we're actually make it from scratch. So you can start with 3 tablespoons of onion powder, put that in there. 2 tablespoons of garlic, 2 tablespoons of cayenne pepper. You can use a little bit more if you like it more spicy. Dry thyme, all-purpose seasoning, 2 tablespoons as well. Smoked paprika. You don't want to put too much because it actually overtake the taste of the actual dish. Tablespoon of cinnamon. Fresh parsley. That's about a tablespoon there. Red chili flakes. Again, how spicy you want it is how much you put in there. Ground cloves. Black pepper, tablespoon. Salt, don't put too much, that's about 2.5 tablespoons of salt, and sugar. So once you get the seasonings in, you want to mix it together. The trick when making burgers is not to mix it, not to push on the meat too much, so you just want to do a light mix, about 6 or 7 times. As long as it gets all in, flip it a few times. Put it off to the side and just wash your hands. So we'll let that sit for about 15 minutes. We want to get it to room temperature. You want to keep it at room temperature so when you put it on the grill, you have an even cooked surface. You don't want any cold spots or any warm spots. It makes it hard to cook evenly.
Hey Bryce, what it is, bro? I'm just in the kitchen, cooking. I'm cooking with my brothers.
So right now we're gonna make a salsa to go on top of the burgers. We're gonna do a mango salsa. You use mango because it'll offset the heat with some sweet. So what you'll need is 1 mango, 1 red onion. We'll only use half because it's a big one. 2 limes, the juice of 2 limes, 3 tomatoes, and fresh cilantro. So we'll start with the onion. I'm going to cut it in half. Set that half off to the side. Take the ends off. Just put all your scraps off to the side. You'll throw it away later. Just peel that outer layer off. So the trick with cutting the onion is you want to go horizontal first. There you go. About 3/4 of the way in horizontally. And once you do that, squeeze it tight. Always 2 fingers behind the front. You want to go down vertically. nice. Put it in the bowl. So that was a big onion, we won't use all of it. So we'll go to the tomato next. Just cut it down the middle. Nice dice. Move on to the mango. So we'll start with peel the mango. You use a knife if you don't have a peeler. Same effect. Once we have peelers, we can cut some pieces off. We'll put that to the side. You don't need all of it. Just put a nice dice. Stems off. Pull it off. I'll say about 2.5 to 3 tablespoons should do. We don't need too much. Give that a final shot. And lastly, juice of lemon. I'm gonna squeeze it before you cut it. All the juice is loose. Give it a good mix. I'll set that off to the side. It also depends on how many burgers you're making. And since we're only making 4 today, I didn't use these 2, so I'll set those off to the side. But remember, always make the amount that you're actually going to use. You don't want to waste anything. So now the meat has got to room temperature, we're going to make our patties. I had to estimate it to be about quarter pound. You want to make it so you don't want to push too much on it. Some people ask why you don't use binders. Well, you don't really need them. They won't dry them out. With the beef will hold itself together. If it was a lamb by itself, I might have used a binder, just because the lamb is so lean. But the beef holds pretty well. So we'll just pat these out. Set them on the plate. So while the meat is in there, we'll go ahead and get the grill started. So a few things to know about when you're starting to grill. Always clean your grill. Every single time, clean it. Clean grill makes for an easy cooking experience, makes for better food, and it makes your grill last a little bit longer. So this grill has not been cleaned yet. So what we'll do, some people use sprays. I simply use a citrus spray. Spray it all over. Coat it well, and give it a light scrub. You never want to start a grill with dirty ashes in there. As you can see, we have ashes in here, so we'll clean that out. We'll remove the grates. Set them to the side. We'll go ahead and clean it up. So when you come back, it'll be a nice clean grill, and we'll be ready to start cooking. Now we have the ashes cleaned up, we're going to go ahead and put the charcoal in. So when you put the charcoal in on a grill this size, you only want to use one side. I'll put it in the middle. It kind of gives you, takes away from the space. So we'll put it on the far side. As always, use the amount of charcoal that you actually need. We're only making 5 burgers, so we don't need to fill it up with charcoal. We can actually just put probably about 3 pounds of charcoal and we'll be good to go. So we're going to go ahead and light it. There's 2 ways you can light it. Some people use a smokestack, some people use the lighter fluid. I like to use a stack, so when we come back it'll be lit and ready to start. Now we've got the grill nice and hot, so we're going to go ahead and put the burgers on. We want to put them directly over the coals. Once we place them on, we're going to close it down. Good rule to know, once you put the burgers on, we only want to flip it one time. One time is the only thing. No pushing down on it, no pressing, anything. We flip it once. So a good way to know when it's time to flip. So you want a medium burger, which I cook all my burgers to medium, about 8 to 9 minutes on each side. So we'll let it go 8 minutes and we'll flip it over. So we'll come back and check it in 8 minutes to see how it's doing. 7 minutes, so we're going to come and check on it. As you can see, the meat is actually starting to turn. What we want to do is try to put our spatula under it. If we don't get any resistance, that means it's time to flip. So what happens when it gets nice and hot, the burger will actually release from the grate and it'll be time to flip it. So we'll go ahead and flip these over. So before we put the cheese on, I'm going to go ahead and prep the bread because we want to toast the bread. So we have onion buns, just got them from the local deli. And go ahead and cut them in half. Set them off to the side. You can butter them if you want to. I choose not to because I don't want that butter taste with the jerk seasoning. So we're gonna take these out and put them right onto the grill. So we have some fresh Monterey Jack cheese. I'm going to throw up there. The good smooth taste of the Monterey Jack goes great with the jerk seasoning. Also with the lamb. So we'll throw those up there. You want to put them there fairly quickly after you flip them over. Give it enough time to melt, and also won't actually allow the burger to overcook. And like I said, we'll take our buns and just put them right off to the side and toast them. The reason we want to toast them is when we put our toppings and condiments on, we want it to have a nice surface and not get soggy. Nobody likes a soggy burger. So we'll put that down, let that cook for a little bit, and we'll come back and take them off. Cheese is melted. We'll go ahead and take them off. Put them on a plate so we can take them in the house and plate them up. Along with our buns. All burgers are done. We're gonna start plating it up. So toasted our bread. You're gonna take a quick jerk aioli, just simple jerk sauce we already made up. Add mayo, spread it on the bottom. Always put your wet condiments on the bottom, so you don't want the top of your bun sliding all over the place. So we'll put that up there. Set that off to the side. That was a patty. Set it right on top. And then that mango salsa we made up a bit earlier. Take a nice spoonful of that. Just put it right on top of the burger. Just fall off, but give as much as you can up there. So you can see it. I want to thank you for coming. The jerk lamb beef burger came out great. Salsa came out great. Everything blended well. One thing that I want to do every episode and every time I make a video is do a spotlight. So I want to spotlight somebody who will help myself cook or you cook. So from here on out, we'll actually invite it out to anybody who's on Instagram, Facebook, to send a person that inspires you to cook. Mine is Gertrude Barrington, who is my grandmother, who showed me all about cooking, the passion for cooking, how exciting cooking can be. So just send your family member when you want to. I'll slide them out. I'll tell a little story about them, and if you have a picture, I'll post a picture of them. So this episode is dedicated to her and all that she's done for me. Brothers Food on Instagram, on Facebook. Look us up, ask us questions, like our posts, subscribe to this video and our channel. Have a good day, and always remember, cook with your heart, because your heart has the best recipe.
I'm cooking with my brothers. Yeah, yeah, yeah.